Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, congratulations to KELL BROOK, man. You know what I'm saying? KELL BROOK, man, went out there, looked pretty good, man, taking care of your boy Mark DeLuca. Mark DeLuca, rough guy. KELL BROOK finished him off with one of Bruce Lee's 1-inch punches. You know what I mean? You could say check hook, but that was a baby. Check hook, a little shorter than the check hook. Bam, right, real quick. And it was like a good fight because Mark DeLuca looked like he coming to win. That's all you really want to see with somebody who's probably not as talented, real rough guy, taking a lot of punishment and was throwing punches with bad intentions. Mark DeLuca, bad intentions. This guy only lost once and avenged that loss. So it's a winner mentality. You can see that. Remind me of Kubrat Pulev when he, lost to Vladimir Klitschko. You can see, what is this losing stuff? I'm not acquainted with that. And they just tried whatever they could do. You know what I'm saying? And you can see this guy's wasn't there to lose, and that's what happened. So your boy KELL BROOK had to have a good performance. He had to have a good performance because if not, you was going to lose this against this guy here. And so KELL BROOK brought that home and did a lot of nice combinations. But he looked pretty good to me. KELL BROOK looked pretty good to me, and I'm gunning for the guy. I'll be honest with you, I'm gunning for the guy. Him and another guy in the welterweight division named Jeff Horn. I think underestimated and underappreciated for what they do and what they've done, right? And the people they've lost to, right? And then this ignored type stuff that be happening with these guys. KELL BROOK, we definitely know is notoriously, Amir Khan running around here more famous than KELL BROOK is absolutely absurd. I don't know what England that I wouldn't even mention Amir Khan in the same voice. Now, Amir Khan shouldn't even be in the same sentence as KELL BROOK, in my opinion. I mean, Amir Khan done some things, right? But this, you have a domestic dust-up that you could have had for years ago. They should have been on their trilogy, maybe. It was a big fight, and it was one-sided who didn't want it, right? And KELL should have been doing other things, but he did. So we're looking at KELL BROOK. Look who he lost to, right? Look who he lost to. KELL BROOK, okay, they had the negotiations with Chris Eubank Jr. to get Gennady Golovkin a middleweight fight, right? Some of the negotiators broke down some kind of way, and what happens? KELL BROOK steps up from 147 to go up there messing with Gennady Golovkin. Okay, at the time, this is seriously Gennady Golovkin at the time, right? And we didn't care that most of the guys he was beating was small because he was beating them at least, impressively. Gennady Golovkin we talking about, right? At that time. This is not the Safari and Vladimir Matarose and Gennady Golovkin, right? This is somebody we was still giving them a pass for fighting smaller guys. Anyway, KELL BROOK went up there and definitely, I wouldn't say exposed because that's not what you really say. Just because somebody got hit a few times or whatever. But he definitely let people know Gennady Golovkin would be hit and hurt. And I'm a smaller guy, but I was definitely in those 5 rounds. But because it's Gennady Golovkin, I'm sitting over here with an eye socket injury. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I had a valiant effort, but at the end of the day, there was an eye socket injury because I was messing with Gennady Golovkin, 2 divisions higher than me, and this is still Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin hasn't went up or down. This is where I roll, and you better be something if you're going to come here and mess with me. But KELL BROOK definitely showed that, so you can lose that fight against Golovkin. He looked good against Golovkin. I think KELL BROOK won 3 of the first 5 rounds. Right? Matter of fact, the first round where Gennady Golovkin hurt him, I think KELL BROOK came back to make that round at least even, if not win it. Look at it carefully. He got hurt, yeah, a little bit, right? I mean, Golovkin was coming at him, but towards the end of that round, Golovkin got dominated. So that's not a bad fight. You know what I'm saying? And so, you're off the eye socket and you come back and you go down in weight to fight Errol Spence in your normal weight that's hard to make 147. You just fight at 160. Your next fight is 2 weight divisions against the baddest dude there. Sure, doesn't that sound like Roy Jones coming down after he beat Ruiz, messing with going way back down to light heavyweight instead of cruiser or something? Light heavyweight to fight Tarver, who's mad at you and in totally good form, and you muscle loss like that, bam, never been the same since. So he goes down there, has a good fight against Spence, not better than everybody. The name ain't Sean Porter, right? And then boom, right? Another eye socket because your head was shooken once, so the other eye socket was ready to go, and you got an eye socket injury. Was in that fight. So he had to take a long break and see if he gonna fight anymore. But those are two decent guys that you can lose with. Errol Spence is considered the best welterweight, the very best, right? Because people are just not giving Terrence Crawford his props because he moved up from a division, and they still feel he doesn't have names. So you can lose to that. And after coming back, you're gonna beat Michael or Michel, depending on how they say it, Sarafa. And Sarafa's the guy who beat Jeff Horn. Well, Jeff Horn went up to middleweight trying to mess with him. That's another thing, right? That's what Jeff Horn lost. But your boy Kell Brook beat him with a unanimous decision, and then he beats DeLuca. So he's ready to go. He's ready to have some fights. I think he's gonna stay at 154 and fight Liam Smith, which in England is okay. He said he would come down to welterweight for the major fights, right? So let's see what happens in welterweight. But I think if he's gonna go to 154, a Liam Smith is probably the way to go. Because England will care, and Leon Smith is not Jamel Charlo, or something like that, right away. You know what I mean? See if you can deal with Leon Smith first and get credit for it. Not a bad fight at all for an Englishman. Now, and plus you can stay over there. But if he wants to do something on the world stage, he's going to probably have to leave England. He's only been there like left once, and that's when he went and beat Sean Porter. Which, let's make this another clear. How many people say that? Beat Sean Porter, right? Kell Brook can say that, right? Matter of fact, Errol Spence can only whisper that. You know what I mean? Errol Spence say, "Let me beat Sean Porter, man. I don't know, homie." If it ain't one of his team, somebody gonna be like, "I don't know, homie." You know what I'm saying? He got to whisper that. Yeah, I beat Sean Porter, man. You know what I'm saying? Just don't tell nobody. No. And same thing with Kell Brook. He can't scream it neither because everybody be like, "You barely beat Sean Porter. He was holding him all the time." But my point is, when Sean Porter is somebody to beat in the welterweight division. A lot of people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If your name ain't Keith Thurman or Kell Brook or Errol Spence, the very best of the very best, you ain't gonna have beaten Sean Porter. So that's Kell Brook. Now Jeff Horn is the same thing over there getting ignored. He beat Pacquiao. Boom. Who's saying that? What other welterweight saying that right now? They beat Pacquiao. Keith Thurman ain't saying it, right? Now, he beat Pacquiao. Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao, and ain't nobody looking at him as an opportunity to go and say, "Hey, look, let me go and beat Jeff Horn in," right? Except Terrence Crawford. Now you can lose to Terrence Crawford. That's who Jeff Horn has lost to. Terrence Crawford got beat up badly, messing around with Terrence Crawford. That's how awesome Terrence Crawford is, by the way. Pacquiao has problems with him. I'm sure everyone could agree with that. I know he lost to the guy, but some people, just can't see Pacquiao losing unless he's face first on the ground. Every other fight he's gonna be in won it. But the bottom line is he lost to Jeff Horn. But it was definitely a hard fight, right? Yeah. Well, it wasn't no hard fight and no controversy against Terrence Crawford. There's a difference there, disparity there. Now, isn't it? Right? But Jeff Horn beats Pacquiao and loses to Terrence Crawford and loses to the middleweight good guy, the same one, Sarafa, who Kell Brook barely beat. On a unanimous decision, not barely, but he got a unanimous decision against him. So he loses one time to that guy, the middleweight guy, going up in the weight to fight him, right? Loses to him and then goes back and beats him. Barely, but beats him. Up in weight. He might see Jeff Horn might not want to be at 160. He might want to be at 154. Who knows? But there should be some welterweights talking about Jeff Horn too. Just for the simple fact there's an opportunity to beat somebody that Pacquiao didn't want to fight again. There was all the ingredients to fight him again. All the ingredients. And Jeff Horn would have went anywhere. And by the way, Jeff Horn has said he'll fight any of these guys. By the way, it's not you don't got no Jeff Horn didn't accept no fight money and all of that. Jeff Horn would fight even Spence when people wasn't saying Spence. I remember that. After Pacquiao, he was talking about Spence. Right? So I'm just saying, there's a guy, we're going to act like, oh, he's not all that. He beat Pacquiao. And he's only been beat by Terrence Crawford. There's opportunities there for a whole lot of fighters. Put Jeff Horn back in that welterweight mix. We just kicked him out because he lost to a middleweight or he lost to Terrence Crawford. Who the hell hasn't lost to Terrence Crawford? You know what I'm saying? Who? There's a big old tournament of good fighters who's lost to Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford's #1 pound for pound. That's why. Victor Posto was awesome. People try to act like he wasn't. He got beat. But Victor Posto was awesome. No, he tried. Right? Terrence Crawford done handled a whole lot of business. We act like it's nothing. Beating Jeff Horn is not easy to do for a welterweight. Right? So if so, where's the other ones that done it? Manny Pacquiao. Let's make sure this is clear. Manny Pacquiao, he beat Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao's come back and beat Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was not able to do what Jeff Horn did with Pacquiao. If you need direct things, head to heads there, Keith Thurman was not ready to do that. What Jeff Horn did. Or Broner, what Jeff Horn did. Right? And I think Broner was in that fight a little bit more than people was giving Broner credit for against Manny Pacquiao, by the way. But Broner didn't do what Jeff Horn's was more clear. Roughed him up. So Jeff Horn and Kell Brook are two guys who I know they're a little bit heavy for that welterweight division, but who the hell isn't? By the way, all the welterweights heavy. All of them. All the awesome ones we talk about can fight at 154 any day. All of them. If it's Thurman, if it's Sean Porter, Sean Porter probably middleweight. You know what I'm saying? All of them. Errol Spence. Them some big dudes. The only one just coming up there is Terrence Crawford, and he's trying to get with dudes who can fight at big welterweights. So put Kell Brook back up in that mix if y'all want to get froggy, and Jeff Horn too. Let's not forget these guys for what they've done just because they got 2 losses, because both of those losses I've just documented to you are not bad losses. You know, they should be directly in the mix when we're talking about welterweights. Or hey, welterweights, it ain't hard to make a little tournament, a little 8-man tournament going down. Let's see what about that. But mention Jeff Horn and definitely mention Kell Brook because he's back. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm out of here, y'all.